My name's Oleg Brown with One Real Estate. We're a real estate brokerage here servicing Northeast Indiana. I am the founder and managing broker of One Real Estate. One Real Estate really came to be based out of what I felt like was a hole in the marketplace. I wanted to create a brokerage starting with the client in mind first and then building out from there. And so that's what I set out to do. A quick story on why I was inspired to start this brokerage. I had a seller client and it was a larger listing, around $800,000. I sold the home and it was an excellent sale. The seller was so happy, but I looked at my commission and I looked at what the seller was getting back, and I saw that the dollar amount was nearly identical. And I thought to myself, I did a lot of work as a realtor to make this happen for the seller, but I don't know if I necessarily could say that I did $40,000 worth of work. I said to myself, there's gotta be a better way to make this happen, and that's why we came up with this model of charging 1% and capturing more of the market versus selling higher dollar amounts or increasing my commission to make money. Let me go out and be so valuable in the marketplace that I just have more listings so that I don't have to charge you as a seller an arm and a leg. Coming full circle, I have a $1.1 million listing right now on a lake. That gentleman's gonna save probably about $50,000 going with my services versus going a more traditional route with other brokerages. And so that's how we're making a difference. That's how I aim to really provide a paradigm shift for the real estate industry. We really try to focus on three key things. We want to add more value to our clients, we want more transparency in the marketplace, and we want a more seamless transaction. By giving clients access to the data, to the technology, to the information I have, we really accomplish all three of those things for both sellers and buyers. One of the things that inspired me buyer-wise for my brokerage and how I really came up with this new brokerage model was, once again, going back to the technology. I was actually out in Arizona and I was looking at moving out there. I noticed that there were agentless showings on homes. And I thought to myself, this is a much more comfortable, relaxed way for me to go through the home buying experience. And it also seemed like there was more transparency about what was actually happening through that platform. Now that platform is not available here, but it's an extension of Zillow. And I thought to myself, well, can we get to a place where we have that sort of service in Fort Wayne, where you can be an approved buyer, you can go look at homes on your own time, get that same experience that I had out there. And so that starts with data, that starts with technology. I don't have Zillow kind of money to spend on agentless showings, but what I can do is open up my technology, I can give you my data so that we can have more fruitful conversations about your home purchase. And at some point, I am going to be ecstatic when we can actually offer those agentless showings through One Real Estate. So if you're looking at buying a home or selling a home in Northeast Indiana, you could get a hold of me through my website. It's onerealestatellc.com. Or if you're seeing this on social media, you could interact with the platform, either shoot me a comment that you might be interested in hearing more, shoot me a private message saying you might be interested more, and I'll definitely be reaching out here in the next 24 hours. Thanks for your time. I really appreciate it.